Yeah, I mean,
It's
I
one of
know
those things.
this happened, so
Yeah, I don't know. So I was just reading up on it. Supposedly they're having issues all around, so it's not even a big deal. We'll just keep it moving, man.
okay.
So where we left off was, we're talking about your multi-talent, man. How you really, you're really doing the thing, and not just music, but you're also doing it when it comes to your clothing line. Um, One of the things I'm really curious to know is, you have a really unique sound.
Yeah.
Okay, uh, what would classify your rap style? You know, what would classify your rap style? What is that? Where's that? What do you call it?
So honestly, I'm not too sure what I would classify my rap style. Really, I honestly want to know that from like somebody looking in, like what they would say my sound is, because I feel like I can bounce around from different sounds. I don't like the I like to go with the vibe of a beat. So like I could hear some like some dance hall type beat and try to make it my own. Or like with Money Trees, it like that was not my sound. Like that was like a trap beat that a producer sent me, and he was just like, I told him, I was like, he keeps sending me packs. I was like, yeah, these beats is cool, but like they're kind of like trappy, not my style. And then I was like, one day I heard the Money Trees beat. I was like, let me try. And then, like I feel like I'm adaptable. But if I would say like kind of like not neo soul, but like kind of like regular rap, maybe a little neo soul, because I do kind of you know
It's like a melodic feel.
yeah, melodic feel, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I rap too. Like I do everything. Like I since I started off on my own, like I don't really like, which I'm trying to do more now is to like reach out to other people to work with. But like
To collab with, right, right.
I
Yeah.
learned how to do everything, like as far as like, my voice goes and everything else. And yeah.
Okay, okay. Do you have a preference though? In a way, like, is there a
uh
certain sound that's a preference for you?
so I do love like beats, like lo-fi beats that are kind of like more like hip hoppy, like not too lo-fi, like in between, that give you like a vibe, but like it's still chill, but it's like still like a bouncy vibe. I like bouncy beats. I like getting creative on bouncy beats. I love jumping on those type of beats. I feel like they're just one, they're hard because like just rapping on like real bouncy beats, you gotta be
Staying on cadence, right? Like, you gotta
yeah,
stay on the. I
yeah.
got you. Yeah,
So
yeah,
when
yeah, yeah,
you get something that works and you just be like, dang, it's crazy. So
yeah. So I have um, okay. Let's look into the future. You made it, right?
mhm,
Any dream you've had, any goal you set, let's say you made it. You're there.
mhm.
So pick yourself in 20 years. What does the future look like for Pollux? What
Uh,
is, as an artist, what's the end game for you?
the end game for me, like 20 years from now, since I'm about to be 23, so I'll be like 43. So the end game, around when I'm 40, I want to be settled. Like I'll probably, I don't, I still probably do music, probably not that heavy. Um, my clothing brand, maybe I want it to be worldwide by that time, like just all
So you
over the
want to
place.
make that transition more into clothing, like, so
Yeah.
you feel like music is like a young man's game or something?
Nah, no, I'm gonna always do music, but like
Okay, okay.
around that time, you getting older. Let's say if I do and wind up blowing up in the next 2 years or something, and then I have my run for like 5, 6 years, I start slowing down and I just put all my money into other investments like clothing, maybe something else. Cause I am a game designer. I do want to go back when I got the like equipment and stuff, because I feel like I didn't really get like to really do what I want as far as game design. I want to create my own game. I got a couple of ideas for games that's just sitting whenever I'm ready and I have the equipment, the people to do that with. This is a lot of projects I want to do, like that's
So
going
you're
on.
so you're like the definition of an artist. It's not just that you do music.
Nah, yeah,
It's not
I
just
love
that you do
everything.
clothes. You're just a creative in general. You're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
somebody that has their eye in different areas, and you're looking to create, whether it's through gaming, whether it's through clothing, whether it's through music. As long
Hmm.
as you're creating, so I think creating is at the center of
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
got going on, right?
Most
Wow.
definitely.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
I
That's
I I even do YouTube too, but like I've been slow. I slowed down on that for a while because like I started focusing on music because like it got to the point where like I was like, all right, if I really want to do this, I gotta like start slowing down on things like especially the clothing business. For a while I had that on hold because I was working on all those projects last year, and
Mhm.
I think I dropped like 3 projects last year. Like so,
Mhm.
yes. Music was just it has been my focus, but like I'm starting to slow down and settle in to the balance of music because I just wanted to be heard. Because I feel like yeah, I was dropping music at the time I was last year, but at the same time, I feel like you know people don't take you serious in the beginning. They're like, oh, he just doing music. I was like, nah, I'm doing music.
Right,
Like,
I'm doing it. I'm really about this. I'm about
yeah,
this life. Yeah,
yeah, I'm
yeah,
not.
yeah.
And I know a lot of people they probably don't like that. I'm constantly spamming them like their messages like, oh, can you check my music out? It's just like
Do it.
I
No,
know.
do it.
I know like most of the time you get on Instagram, you're not seeing my content because it's other people content ahead of mine, or they're pushing my content to the background because I'm promoting. It's the whole algorithm is messed up. So like, yeah, I'll push it to you. Some people don't like it. I'm like, you don't gotta read the message. You could just go
Push
on with your
it.
day.
Yeah, yeah, no, push it, push it. My advice to you is believe in your art, believe in yourself, and go for it. Don't
Yeah,
stop. I mean, so what people think is obnoxious today, right? In 5 years, 10 years, when you've made it, are gonna be like, wow, he was so ambitious.
yeah,
Oh man, they'll spin it in your favor. You know what I
yeah,
mean? That's the story of everybody who's ever successful. In the
yeah,
beginning, it was like, oh, look at them, when people don't understand your dream or your vision. Then
yeah,
once your vision is clear and it's open to the public, because the vision's always clear to you, you know what you want, you know what you see.
yeah,
I'm very much the same way. Like, you can't tell me nothing. I don't care how many technical difficulties I have. I know exactly what I'm looking to do and how I want to do it and
yeah,
where I want to go with it. So
yeah,
there's nothing anybody can tell me. And it's like I tell that to artists all the time. I'm like, listen, yo, you're the only one that has the clear vision. You're the
yeah,
only one that has 2020 on your dreams.
yeah,
So when you put it out there again in about 3, 4, 5, 10, however long it takes you to get successful, to really pop, you know what? That's when everybody all of a sudden spins the narrative. And now you're no longer annoying. You're no longer this. Now all of a sudden you're like creative. Oh, he really works really hard. He's a hustler. Now they're all using these amazing adjectives that they didn't use before. Now
it's
all of
funny.
a sudden, that annoying spam, they're
Yeah,
sharing with their friends, talking about, I know him, right? That's my boy, right?
it's funny.
That's
It's
my
funny
buddy.
that you say that. It's funny that you say that. I be saying that because like in my mind, because I've been doing this for so long now, like just like sending it out or like do all media apps. Like in my mind, I do take a mental note of all the people who did support, just not out of animosity or nothing. It's just like it don't take much to take 2 minutes out of your day to check out my song or something like that. It's not gonna kill you, even if you don't like it. I don't care if you don't like it. It's like it's the fact that you reading over it. And then once I get to the point where I stop sending people DMs and I'm at the top, they're like, dang, you don't hit me up no more. Like,
I said, one time I posted it and it said, what I posted said, um, like, treat me the same at 300 members,
follow.
like
Yeah.
followers, as you would treat me when I have 3 million. I
Mm-hmm.
would hate to have to change up on you.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you something, man. If I couldn't ride with you on the bus, I'm definitely not getting the limo with you. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah.
all good. You know what? A little chip on your shoulder never. Look at Tom Brady, man. A little chip on your shoulder never hurt nobody. Now, I'm
Yeah.
not saying be a dick. I'm not saying, because remember, wherever you get on going up, you're gonna have to see when you come down. So,
Yeah.
it's always good to stay humble, stay true to your art, and make sure
Mm-hmm.
you don't give up that part of yourself. But at the
Yeah.
same token, you're the only one that sees your dream, man. Keep
Mm-hmm.
hustling, keep spamming people, keep pushing. It's like I said, it's crazy. It's not until you're hit a certain level of success or where people start to recognize you that all of a sudden the people that are right next to you start to believe in you, which it
Mm-hmm.
really should always be the other way around. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
blessed. I'm blessed. I got people in my corner that are right next to me that love me and they follow me, share, they like everything I put out. So I,
Yeah.
I, I can't say that applies to me. But at the same token, there's, I see a lot of people that that's why I started the whole hashtag the business or hashtag art for ARt's sake. That's the only reason. Because I'm like, I have friends, family, people that I know that are in business, that are in art, that nobody knows what they're doing. Or better yet, not only does nobody know what they're doing, but nobody's really taking an interest, a proactive approach to helping them. You know what I mean? So I said, it takes me 2 seconds. I ask you to do all the work. Send me the link bio that you send it to me. All I put is my hashtag on it. Why? And I give you a platform, and you could share it. You could, because at the end of the day, you share, you could do whatever you want with it. But for me, it's more so, hey, look, I see what you're doing. It's an acknowledgement. I see your hustle. I see what you're doing. Yo, keep it up, bro. I got your back, and I'm here early. That's what I also like to do.
I respect you, because like you're like, even though like I haven't really been looking for, like, I just been doing music. Like I just been working on focusing on. I know it's more business stuff to it, and I'm learning as I go. But like I'm doing everything on my own, and that's a lot of people don't see that. So like it is a lot of mental strain that people don't understand that comes from being a creative person. And I've been doing this for a while now, even before music. That's why I have tough skin now. And like I don't really beat myself up of like, oh, I'm not getting likes or people not commenting. Even though sometimes I'm like, dang, you know, my own friends is not sharing my posts. My own friends.
The worst part is when you drop some fire.
Yeah.
You know you drop some fire. And they're over there like it's 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck? Like, bro, I'm right next to you and I just dropped lyrics. And then here's the thing. You'll see people write stuff like, oh, hip hop doesn't have lyrics anymore, or hip hop lost this, da, da, da. And you're like, I'm right here. Pay attention. Like, look, there are people doing it right. You know what I'm saying? And people just don't. But like I said, that's why I said it. I was like, you know, you see it, you know, with your clothing, like the Vito, right? The business. I said to myself, I'm like, I got people that 1 sale, 2 sales, 3 people that notice them, 5 people that notice them. Because I can't promise you the world, but I can promise 2 or 3 people that'll look at your way that didn't look before. And let me tell you something, sometimes those 2 to 3 people are the inspiration you need to keep it moving, to keep going.
Yeah.
I know me, for instance, like I said, I don't have a tremendous following, but you know what? At least once or twice a week, I get a DM or an inbox message on my Facebook that says, yo, Mike, I see what you're doing, bro. That shit is dope. Mike, yo, I'm here for you, bro. I got you. And let me tell you something. That shit keeps me going.
Nah, it really does. It really
inspires you. It helps you, right? Yeah. You can
it's been times like I over criticize myself of my own work. So like when people, like, even now I get feedback from people might not like my music. I know music is biased, and you know, music towards the person that listen to it. So like I know not everybody gonna like my music, but I know I make good. Even when I don't like people music, I'm like, this is a good, you know, song that you made, but I don't like it. It's not for me, but I can hear somebody, you know, listen to this. So like I don't really worry about, oh, people saying this or that. Like I'm worried about my music. This is what makes me happy. If this song made me like, oh, I like this song, somebody else gonna like it too. It's 7 billion people in the world. Somebody gonna like
all
it.
You need is, yo, I say that all the time. I have a fan out there. Hey, what's up, bro? I'm not gonna drop your name, but I got a guy out there in Idaho that likes everything I put up. Everything. You know what I'm saying? You hit it right on the head, man. We don't need all 7 billion in this earth to like what you do.
We just need
you don't even need all 300 million for the United States.
Nah.
You need about a city's worth of people to like you. And that's one every couple of, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of land on in this place. And that's what you got to keep in mind. That's what keeps you pushing. But like we were talking about how people will, you know, I have if anybody ever gets the chance, on my YouTube page, it's called Dropping Dimes with Mike Nav. I have this, I went on a very emotional rant about imposter syndrome. And I put it out there about how, you know, you put your best foot forward, but you're your own worst critic. And you don't believe in yourself. And you start to put it out there, you doubt yourself every step of the way. Like somebody's going to be like, you're not really this, you're not really that. Why are you faking this? And call you out. When in reality, they're not. People are too busy with their own life. Nobody's paying attention to you. You have to really believe in yourself. You have to acknowledge it. You have to understand that you're as good as anybody.
And when you get to that point, you start to realize like other people don't like, opinions don't matter. They only matter to the like, as far as like the sales go. You know, like that makes sense. But as long as you love your art, eventually one of those pieces of art is going to blow up to like for you. Like you just gotta keep like putting in faith, and, you know, keep putting in the time, keep putting in the work. Everything gonna work out. You can't beat yourself up because like I've been there. It's been times I'm like, dang, you know, I'm not getting no support, like zero support. I feel like still today, times I don't get supported as much. You know, people probably just going buy my thing, and you know, and I do feel some way too when people try to promote me their stuff and they not trying to support me when I say it's like yo, I still probably support, but like it's like dang, you know, it's
It's a grind, man.
yeah.
It's a grind. It's a grind. It's a grind. So I was learning how to do like this formatting stuff, and I went down this YouTube rabbit hole, and it
Hmm.
was about books, about writing, formatting, all this stuff, right? And I saw this one video, and and this lady, she said something that caught my attention, not for why she said it, but more so for how I could relate to what she was saying.
Hmm.
She said, everybody wants to write a book about their life, but nobody gives a shit about the book about your life.
Yeah.
Okay. No matter how interesting you think you are, no matter how cool you think you are, nobody gives a shit about the book about your life, right? Now, you know, I could have taken it as, oh no, but my life is pretty cool, whatever. No. What I took it at is nobody is as interested in you as you are.
Yeah.
Nobody is the fan of you more than you. Nobody
Yeah.
believes in you more than you. Nobody's going to put that project that you value, that you look at and you say, this is my baby, this is it.
Mm.
They don't look at it like that. They look
Yeah.
at it as, you know what I'm saying? You're the only person that values that thing like it's the most precious baby you have. Everybody else, it's just a blip on their radar as they see it on social media. It passed, they don't think about it again.
And for
You know
those
what I mean?
one percenters, that album can mean the whole world to them.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
I
So,
had people tell me they
let-
they cried to some of my songs. So I was like,
yeah.
that was like, I don't know what to say. I was like, dang, you know, something that was towards me, but it connected somebody else. Like, hey.
So I got a question. What do you call it? You in your bio, you talk about being from Plainfield, New Jersey.
Hmm.
Now, how has Plainfield played a role in your music and your creativity? What what did you get from growing up? A lot of times your environment, a lot of people draw on their environment for a lot of who they are, their identity. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like what was something that like let's say you got from Plainfield? You know, a lot of times it's a tough city. There's places that are blue collar, there's this. What did you get from your city?
I mean, Plainfield, like I said, Plainfield is a small town. You know, there's like, I guess in a sense, three boroughs is Plainfield where I live, South Plainfield, North Plainfield. But like Plainfield overall, growing up, you know, I lived the situation I lived in wasn't the best, but I made the best of it. You know, like I never really tried to look down on my situation. I just tried to always like you know, wake up and just try to make something of this day. Like try to be creative, try to focus on what I'm trying to do. And I guess like the environment, the people I grew up with molded me to who I am today. But I feel like I didn't really do much growing up. Like I did what I did, but like I didn't really get to experience like being myself until I hit college. But Plainfield is like I love Plainfield. Like I talk about Plainfield a lot in my music because it's where I'm from. Like I want to represent Plainfield. I want to show people where I'm from because the area is a nice area. There are bad parts, yeah, but you know, it's where I live. It made me who I am today, and like the people I still talk to live here. The people I grew up with live here. You know, like it's my whole environment. I love like just being in Plainfield, even though I do want to leave because I've been here all my life. Like,
Right, you want to
but
grow. You want
yeah,
to
but
grow. I get it.
it's just like, you know, it's like even coming back, you know, being done with school, being in school for 4 years, I wasn't really here a lot, you know, coming to break, I barely did anything, just work. But like now being here full time again, it's just like, yeah, I live here. It's just like seeing everything again, like, dang, I used to do this. I used to ride down the town over here. We used to skate over here. We used to do all that. It's just like, I feel like a lot of my stories come from like growing up here and just like the experience I go through now. So like I try to show love to Plainfield as much as I can in my songs.
All right, so the floor is yours, man. Tell me about your projects. Tell me about what you put out. Like I said, I'm a big fan of your music, man. Tell me, let's start there. Let's start with your music. Tell us about what you put out. Tell us where they could find some of your projects. We'll put the links down below.
So you want me to start like where I first
Yeah, your
started?
albums. I know you put out some music.
So so like my first very like project is on SoundCloud. It's called The Birth of Pollux. It's like a 3-song EP. That was like the first project that I dropped, and it was just like on some quick stuff just to like show people like, oh, I'm really trying to rap. And I like it. I feel like a lot of my older music is like a lot of me like finding my sound and finding like where I'm at right now. Like I was just doing a lot of just bouncing around trying to find my sound. From there, I dropped my second project, and that was like my first platform project. It was called Pollux's Open Wind, Pollux's Box. And that project was more so like just the things I was going through emotionally, you know, just overall in the time going through college. And like that was just me getting my piece off. And that was a very experimental tape too. That was me just bouncing off some sounds and just kind of like figuring out what I wanted to do still. And then after that, me and my good friend Nazik, we did a conjoint like mixtape on SoundCloud called Sluglow Adventureland, and it's like a theme park. The idea for that, it came up in my head. I wanted to make a theme park of music. So from the first song to the last song, out of the 18 songs, it's like a whole journey of you going through like a amusement park of music, and me and him setting the tone. And that's what all my music is like. I want it to be like you're going through a world that I'm creating, and you're experiencing that world through my eyes. But you could put yourself in those positions, because like it's not direct, like most of the time it's not directly towards like what I'm feeling. It might be circled around what I'm feeling and like what I've been through. But like I try to make it so like the listener could put himself or herself into those shoes and be like, yeah, okay, I'm feeling this. And then from there, I dropped Cupid Confessions like a month or two after.
That's where I caught you at Cupid Confessions.
Yeah, Cupid Confessions was the one that like that's when I started getting like a little more buzz, because like the Bad and the Good Things, that's at 9.5K streaming on Spotify. I don't know about any other platforms, but Spotify. And then Cupid Confessions is 6K right under that. And Money Trees is rising right now. It's at like 5-6K.
Money Tree is fire. So the good and the bad thing is where I found you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's when I was like, yo, I like your sound, man. You can ask my daughter. I play it all the time. I literally play it all the time. And I posted it. I like that song. The good and the bad thing. I felt like you had a really good sound. I was like, this kid, yo, I could rock with that, man. He even started in the very beginning. I tell everybody, I was like, in the beginning, he has this Bone Thugs and Harmony kind of like quick flow, man. I really like what he got going on there. But then when you came out with Money Trees, Money Trees was fire.
Yeah.
Money Trees was fire. I felt like you kind of slowed it down and you kind of like really delivered on your energy. You know what I'm saying? It was like a weird. I really like Money Tree. Money Tree is dope. I think it's gonna, you know, people are gonna keep listening. I like what you did on TikTok. You posted your videos. We're gonna put all your links down below. We're gonna put all your information. Okay, let's talk about the clothing line.
Okay.
Let's talk about the clothing line. So the color, let's start with the color schemes, with the ideas. Where did you like you know, even with the acronym, you know what I'm saying? What the Vito stands for. Can you tell the public what that's about?
All right, so this the origins. Like I think I touched on it earlier in the interview, but Vito started off with 4 people. It was my good friend Ayana, Twigs, and Octavia, and then it was me. That people call me Von in college. So we took our names and made Vito. And then that's how Vito formally at first. I told you at first it was just a joke. We was like, we're gonna make a little dance crew, or like we're gonna go on tour. And we just playing around. And
sometimes the best ideas is where they're birthed.
Yeah, we did make a whole dance to it, and we made dance and everything. And then that's like that same day, I was like, nah, I wanna make Vito for real. And I told him, it was like, y'all want to make clothes? It's like, yeah. I was like, oh, you know, like at first they're like, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I'm like, I'm for real. I'm about to start designing. I was like, all right. Yeah. So I did, and from there, like I just started creating like different designs I felt like matched with it. And then I was like, you know what? I want the words to mean something too. And like I tried to find a word for each of us that meant something for us. So like I said vigilant, and yellow, and yellow is my favorite color, so that's where the yellow came from. And then blue, my friend Ayana, intelligent. And then tactful from my friend Zay, red, tactful. And then purple from my friend Octavia, optimistic. And all together I was like, you know, I picked those because like I said in the message, I felt like I want Vito to be like a community of people all striving to be for the same thing, you know, in life, just trying to be great in something they're doing, you know. You have to be vigilant. You had, you know, a lot of us are intelligent, you know, you gotta stay tactful and be watchful, like different types of energies while you're on this journey. And you know, always be optimistic of your future, because you don't want to bring negative energy, because like, you know, if you self-doubt yourself, you're going to put yourself in a hole, or you're going to stay in a position where you don't want to be, and then you'll be stuck in the system for, say, like you're just doing the same thing.
I like that. So you're saying that Vito is about an energy.
Yeah,
Vito, if you had to sum it up, Vito sounds like an energy. It
yeah,
sounds like you pushing out a positive vibe for people trying to achieve, whether it's dreams, whether it's creativity, whatever it is. That's fire, man. That's
yeah,
fire. And I'm glad. I like the origin story, how you were able to like come together with different people, and it started off as a joke, and then all of a sudden you said, "No, I'm going to take this. I'm going to run with it."
mm-hmm.
And I like the acronym. I like how you put the words together. Yo, man, look, bro, I'm going to say it again, exactly what I said in the beginning of the first half of the video. I think you have tons and tons of talent, man. I think you're a young guy that people really need to get behind, because, and I'm glad I have it on the record as somebody that sees it in you early. Because I'm
Yeah,
priding myself. That's what I'm really doing. I'm grabbing people that I believe in and I'm catching them early. So 10, 15 years when I can be like, I called that.
yeah.
I said it. I know it. I did it.
You got the first interview.
There it is, man. There it is, and I'm very happy about that. You know what? And I'm going to wear it like a badge, because in a couple of years, when I know that you keep the same hustle, this same energy, I know for a fact that you will be successful, and that anything that you want to achieve, you're going to get there. You don't
Yeah,
work this hard and not be successful. You're
yeah,
going you're going to make it. Whether it's, and now it's up to you where you choose, because I think you have avenues. You have, whether it's clothing, you're just a creative in general. So I can't even tell you it's going to be music. It could be
yeah.
anything. That creative energy.
I don't know which one is going to be first, but you know, I'm just I'm trying to like have all my businesses like just booming at a certain point. Even if I, you know, like I said, take time off and just focus on one for a little bit and then just keep bouncing off, you know.
Yep.
You know, I want to get to the point where I could just fluently do everything. I feel like right now what's really stopping me is just money, you know. And
Yeah.
time is going to come, like, but I'm not really worried. I'm at the point in my life I'm not really worried about money. I don't really need money to do my crafts. It's
Right.
just like money is another factor, another thing to allow me access to live the life I want.
Right. Right. What do you call it? The beauty of it is, right, if it's anything like what I'm doing, um, my reward right now is that I'm fulfilling a passion. That I
Hmm.
really enjoy what I'm doing. So I've always heard people say, when you enjoy what you love what you do, you don't work. You're never
Yeah,
really working. And I'm like, yo, this is something I could do and not feel like I'm working.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And am I concerned about, maybe in the future it'll come? You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? But let's say it never did. I love what I do. I love having, this is fun for me. Meeting
hmm,
people, talking to people, getting a sneak peek behind a creative mind. I love doing that. Helping
yeah,
people in general. To be honest with you, I keep telling people, I'm like, look, man, I don't want anything from anybody. The universe will pay me back, man, for putting out a good vibe, putting
yeah.
out good energy, bro. All I'm doing is investing in people.
Hmm.
I invest. I see you hustling. I see you struggling, or I see you working, and I'm there. Here, look, I got you. I got you. Give you a platform. That's all
Yeah.
I can do.
I try doing that.
Um, you know, been a killer right there, bro. But I want to say thank you. I really, really appreciate, especially with technical difficulties, for you being such a trooper and sticking with me.
Mhm.
So ladies and gentlemen, today's episode of 5 Questions with Malik Pollux is brought to you by my guys over at Fox City Beard, man. What I wouldn't do without them. Oh my God. I'm getting nice and textured up,
I'm
growing
trying
it
to
out
get
little by little.
there.
These guys are fantastic with their all organic natural products. I love those guys over there, my man Jim. And I can't go another day because I always say, man, I can love you more than coffee, but I can't love you before coffee. My guys over there are Buna Imports. Man, that Ethiopian coffee. There's levels to this shit. I promise you. If you're a coffee drinker, BunaImports.com. I'll drop their link down below. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming through. Once again, show some support, man. This is an artist. This is a guy on the come up. This is your opportunity to put out some good energy and help somebody who you see really, really working hard. So like, share, and by all means, man, check out his work. I'll also drop a link for that with his latest video, Money Trees, will be down below. So you could get a, give him a like on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, you can follow my stuff. I'll be editing this video, stitching it together so you can get a more fluid product. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you for joining me tonight. Hey, Malik, thank you, bro. And I look forward to seeing what you got going on in the future, brother.
One last thing before you head off. I am working on a
Peace
project.
out, my brother. Peace out.